Hey fish friends, so I took this giant Amazon sword and the Vallisneria that I had put in my 20-gallon tank out of it. I took it out and I put it into my 75-gallon tank. The fish really did not have any room to swim. It was actually pretty dark in the tank as well. So here I'm just showing you what it looked like before. So here's the Vallisneria that I took out. Again, if you can imagine, this was in my 20-gallon tank. It was so big. It just completely blocked off the whole top portion of my tank, and I didn't realize how actually tall it was. And then this was the Amazon sword. I was able to break up into two pieces, and I did take off a lot of the old leaves that were on there, anything that had black algae on it as well. And that's where it's going to go. So here I am with the Amazon sword. Like I said before, I was able to separate it into two pieces. And I want to be able to put it here in between these two rocks. So I'm kind of moving some of the smaller rocks out of the way. Because these are heavy root feeders, I want to make sure I push it down underneath the sand into that substrate that I put in. And this was honestly the purpose of why I put that particular substrate in for the plants like this Amazon sword and the Vallisneria. Okay, so there's the first one in. And then now I'm going to put the second one. The second one had really long roots, so I kind of take it and trim those roots a little bit. Now remember when I put those two different substrates underneath the sand, how deep it was. You can kind of see by my fingers how far in they went. And here I am trimming those roots. I'm hoping this will help actually make the plant bigger, because when I took off all the old plant matter that's on there, they kind of became slightly thinner, but they still were way too big for that 20 gallon. So I'm so glad I'm finally moving these. And there, my son backed up a little bit on the camera, and it looks so good. I mean, I can really see my vision of what I wanted for this tank. Let's get an idea of this Vallisneria that was growing in my 20-gallon tank. Look at this. And that is 3 pieces clay?
Yeah. Let's see.
4. Wow. All right, let's see if we can put it in the 75-gallon. All right, so here's the first Vallisneria going in. I was actually a little nervous too, because I was afraid I was going to hit the driftwood, and I didn't want any of that stuff to move or the rock to shift off of it. I think we were pretty lucky though. We have 4 pieces, so I believe I just ordered 10. So I'm gonna have a lot more than I need for this aquarium. I may bunch a little bit more in those empty gaps there, because I kind of wanted it all on this one side of the tank, so that when the filter's on and it flows over, it'll kind of flow towards the left side of the tank. All right, here it is. I put the Amazon sword plants in there, and then have some Vallisneria in the back, which is hard to see right now. I was trying to get it to go behind the wood, but we're gonna let this go. These were in my 20-gallon tank, if you can believe it, which is completely ridiculous that I had them in there, but I did not know what it was at first. So we're gonna top off this water. Okay, here is the 20-gallon tank. This is where that Amazon sword was. I just put this piece of wood in there, and the glass is so dirty. All the fish. I had Amazon sword here. In the back over there was the Vallisneria, and the whole tank was covered. It was so dark in here you couldn't see anything. All right, there's my son. He's gonna top it off for me. It's coming together, guys. I have more plants on the way, and then once this cycles for probably another week or 2, maybe less, I'll get some fish, start adding in some cleanup crew, and yeah, take you along on the journey with me.